reason why. I mean, look around the last 5 or 6 representatives in the Super Bowl in terms of, again, not having an elite running back, not needing an elite running back to get there. This not being a running back league in terms of money, in terms of contract, in terms of Le'Veon Bell situation, in terms of the Todd Gurley situation. The writing is on the wall. It's not great to be a running back and trying to get paid and trying to be an early round draft pick in today's National Football League. And we're seeing that. We're seeing that now, and Harris might be that diamond in the rough that kind of bucks the trend. Maybe he bucks the trend because of the Steelers. Do you feel like it's because of if they would take Harris hypothetically, would it be the love of Harris as a player, and he's certainly been evaluated as an A-grade type of running back, as an elite running back potential, or because of the situation they are in? And we even heard from Colbert recently that yes, the offensive line is part of it. Yes, it's not just the running back group, and he tried to dance around in saying this, but we're talking about Anthony McFarland, Jalen Samuels, Benny Snell. No one really believes any of those guys are bell cows. Not that you need a bell cow, but the running back group last year, with James Conner included, was so bad that there's an argument the Steelers currently have the worst running back group in all of football, and maybe they're just thinking we can't go into the season with that situation, so we have to go running back, and this is our guy.
But that's the thing, is no one's saying they have to, because I think everyone and their mother knows that you can find a starting running back over the next 2 days. You don't need to spend the 24th pick to make your running back room not the worst.
I agree with you, Cale, but then why, like Nick said, is it a rare consensus of analysts the Steelers going Harris? Or are they just going to – or everyone just saying the Steelers are making a wrong decision? And the Vikings go Darisaw, by the way.
All right, I'm changing my prediction.
So is it Jenkins or Harris then?
I think they're going to go outside the box and take Owusu-Koramoah. Have a dynamic linebacking core with Devin Bush for the future. Throw him in the slot, at least for this year, if you bring back Vince Williams. Put him in there on passing downs. I will not concede that they're going to take Najee Harris. So I'm switching my pick to
steal for Minnesota.
But I also still think that the Steelers should still trade back here.
I think trading back for the Steelers makes absolute sense.
You have the Saints there. You have the Bills, who was reported wanting to get up there and take a running back. I think the Bills need a running back as much as the Steelers need help along the offensive line.
And the Bills feel like they're so close. They feel like they're a player away.
Close. They're much closer than the Steelers. They're in a different stratosphere, closer to winning a Super Bowl than the Steelers are right now.
You would think, yes.
And what they need is a running back. They have a solid offensive line. They've just been handing it off to Devin Singletary. To his credit, he was a great player at FAU, and he's been a solid player for them. But they need someone in the backfield with Josh Allen. Right. The Steelers are the opposite. They need an offensive line if they want to keep contending this season, one more run at it with Ben Roethlisberger, and for the next 10 years. But I think it would be hard to pass up JOK. I asked you guys earlier, would they know how to handle him? Would they know how to use him properly? It was a consensus, a resounding yes. Alan looked at me like I was out of my mind. I even asked that question.
I think I defended you. It was a fair question. As a fellow host, it's a fair question.
He's too dynamic and versatile of a defender for the Steelers to pass up. They're salivating at the idea of selling Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah jerseys on the Strip District.
Yeah, and I think the reason why you asked it, Cale, as a good host would, the fans are wondering that. I think that's something the fans would wonder. I think it was a fair question.
The pick's in.
Yeah.
I think we should wait for the Steelers one till it's announced on TV for this one, unless you guys want us to do it. This pick.
I mean, they had the board fall. They have to make a decision. I think trading out of it would certainly not be the end of the world. The pick is in, though, and I'm loving to see Nick's reaction more than anybody else, really.
That is just a cruel irony that Darisaw fell all the way to 23.
Right in front.
and right in your grasp and gets ripped away.
Yeah, and that's always going to bring that what if question that'll be talked about on documentaries forever. Would the Steelers have went Darisaw if he was not
the
taken?
thing is, like, Darisaw's not going at 25. I mean, I think it's going to be brought
Right.
up forever and ever in the annals of history.
Right.
If they passed on him.
Sure, and it'll be brought up forever and ever and ever if they go Harris with every other option around, and then Harris doesn't sign a second contract.
Yep.
Again, this is a very, very important draft. We talked ad nauseum about the running back position, the value of the running back position. This, again, and I've said this before, and I do feel this way, this is the most important draft for Kevin Colbert since that draft that drafted Ben Roethlisberger. This is a draft that's more important than next year for the Pittsburgh Steelers in terms of the future of the franchise. And there's a high likelihood we're going to be talking about this draft for years and years to come here. And again, to all reset things, 2001's NFL Draft Show. This is our first round edition here on Pittsburgh Sports Live. We're giving you live analysis. We're giving you live reaction. It's also over there at SteelersNow.com as we are going to have analysis, reaction, Tomlin Colbert's words on that selection and the video to come on Pittsburgh Sports Live and Steelers Now, whether it be tonight or whether it be tomorrow morning or whether that all blends together. We still move through, though, Alan. I didn't jinx it too much. We're only a little bit after 11. We're still before 11:30. This is respectability.
We are
period.
exactly on pace. The pick came in, the number 24 pick last year came in at 11:09.
Okay.
So we are right here.
We are right here then, so I'm not going to be disappointed then as we're getting that pick read.
Well, guys, did you see how fast the Steelers took their card to the table?